Nicht wie sonst. Nicht wie sonst.
So ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start the parade of concourse cars. They're coming around in packet order, so they're coming around in groups of motor cars as they arrived this morning. So we've got close to 50 wonderful cars to briefly describe to you as they come through. And as they do come through, lots of nice pictures, and make sure you show your appreciation to the owners of these glorious motor cars who brought them to share with us here today at the first ever Bavarian Concours of Elegance. So we're going to kick off, JP, with this. This is a pretty outrageous car. So there's a 1932 Alfa Romeo 8C 2300 Spider Zagato. Fantastic. So as we know, 2300 Zagato, serial number 211027, built to Corso's Spider Corto specification for Superamerica ride, and its first race for the 1932 meter needed, no less, by Carlos from East.
Jack Hamill acquired the car in the 1950s and would restore it and owned Carspotting passage in 2001. Subsequently entered the stewardship of the current keeper who had the car restored by DB3 building in 2011, and the car took part in the modern Milia. And so of course you have to love it.
We do love it. Thank you so much for bringing this car, and as you pointed out earlier, this of course was the first time that the This is a remarkable success for a model with only an 850cc four-cylinder engine, and to celebrate. And this was the first evolutionary stage of the successful Bugatti Type 35 Grand Prix, introduced in the 1924 Grand Prix of Lyon. Even though that race was not the most successful for the Bugatti team, the Type 35 packaging all of it. And next we have the 1927 OM665 S3 Superamerica. Its name, Officini Meccaniche. Now the United States was the prime location for the 300SL Gullwing, a new, freshly affluent young class fancy something sporty for weekend driving. Thus the 300SL was created at the behest. Chassis number 450057 played a special role in the history of Mercedes-Benz. According to the delivery car, it was initially handed over internally to the Viewpark Untertürkheim Abteilung Absolut. You should do this one.
Very good, that was very good.
Delighted that Paul Darvall's brought this this 400 Ferrari 400 Superamerica, and it's a fantastic car. I have no information on it, so I'm not going to tell you much.
I just can say,
good morning, gorgeous, Paul.
Yeah, I'm terribly sorry, but we had like a bit of a mess up here. So the 950 Gullwing we see beforehand is now changed to this one. Jetzt haben wir das Demonstrationsauto, den Vorführwagen von 1954. Mit diesem Auto hat Mercedes versucht, viele illustre Kunden zu überzeugen, sich einen Flügeltürer zu kaufen. Und hier haben wir jetzt
the lighter aluminium engine block. It thus represents the 300SL at its highest development stage. The Roadster is a very rare German first delivery. Only 25 of the 210 vehicles built were delivered to Germany. Since 1977, the 300SL has had only 3 owners, the last but one for more than 25 years. Such was the rapturous response to the model's 1948 London Motor Show debut, however. The Jaguar's William Lyon simply had to put it into production, albeit with minor styling changes. This left-hand drive example, one of just 239 alloy-bodied cars, the chassis 670119, manufactured on the 3rd of February 1915, was sold by Max Hoffman to its first owner in New York, USA.
Das zweite Paket an Autos wird nach Vorbereitung ist auf dem Weg zu uns, würde ich sagen.
Just bring it down to the
The Maserati Ghibli was a sensation when it was revealed at the 1966 Turin Motor Show. Gears, Giugiaro, Giugiaro's sleek shape was a stark contrast to that of previous Maseratis. Its powerful gear delivered 306 horsepower and a top speed of 250 kilometers per hour.
Der 1970 Maserati Ghibli Spider, präsentiert von Dr. Georg, stand im krassen Gegensatz zu den frühen Maseratis, ein kraftvoller V8-Motor.
Using Detroit muscle and Italian coachwork, these machines were built for Monteverdi's Swiss customers who loved the performance of Ferraris but not their frailty. Launched in 1967, several versions were made available and around 100 in total were produced. However, there was only one Palm Beach.
Bis 2019 blieb der Fall in den Händen von Hypo und gerade in dieser Zeit wird der Verkauf ausgebaut werden. Den Erben und das Auto wird man transformiert und haben 4.600 Kilometer zurückgelegt und viele weitere Werke folgen. Vielen Dank!
Live there in the garage.
Des Silver Claus-Reihe dar. Diese selben Kopie in einer Switch Doppelscheinwerfer als Scheinwerfer entwarf der dänische Designer. Er entstanden nur 110 Exemplare davon, nur 35 Linkslenker. Die vereinfacht das Auto der ungewöhnliche Scheinwerfer anordnen und geht wohl auf italienische Designeinflüsse zurück, die auch bei Lancia, Triumph, Lagonda und Gordon Kiebel zu finden sind. Stilsicher, spannten sich Bentley S1 und S2.
Television and video recorder with integrated controls in the armrest, its sunroof, windscreen wipers and bumpers in body colour, special wooden inserts, centre console with additional displays and individual two-tone paint, which you can see, and more. Shortly after the opening of the Geneva Motor Show, a Swiss-Arabian billionaire bought the Beau Rivage, and that purchaser still owns it. And Colin Hines, the owner of coach builders Hooper, at the time the car was built, owns it well. His main aim was to raise awareness of all the possibilities for customisation. And Rolls-Royce were pleased with it too, because it showed the marks, and shown on the marks own stand.
Wollte gemeinsam mit Karosserieaufbauer Hooper
were made between early 1938 and late 1939.
Der Name Lagonda steht für die teuersten und luxuriösesten Autos der Flugzeit. Die Marke kombinierte mächtige, weitere Umfragen für sich ganz so schnell. Kombinierte mächtige Motoren mit ausgefeilten Technologien großen 6-Zylinder von Meadows, der zuvor im LG 45 verwendet wurde, lieferte beeindruckende 160 km/h erreichen konnten. Als wir auf Silberjachten standen, in das Tourer Coupé uns Nachbarzuwahl zwischen Anfang 38 und Ende 39 wurden nur 64 LG6 mit kurzem Radstand plus 18 Modelle mit Langradstand hergestellt, von denen etwa 50 noch als halten gelten und einer ist hier.
Was ordered by Mr. Kaufmann in trust coach builder Carrosserie Warblaufen. French Ramsire is believed that the body is unique and the car was gift from the bride's father to opera singer. The most positive where everybody mothballed the car in his bar until much later. It remained tucked away for 37 years until purchased by a Swiss collector in two complete. While the metal was relatively free from rust, the wooden frame required full restoration from classic author Müller AG in Münsterau, Switzerland. Entirely new convertible top has been made and the interior chassis, transmission and engine were refurbished. And since the restoration has been completed, the Turbolago has appeared in numerous Concours, but now starring at the first Concours Elegance in Tegernsee, Bavaria.
Christian Hemmerly präsentiert für die Eigentümer die 1937 Turbolago T15 Wortlaufen Cabriolet. In Opersänger Max Lichteck und seine Frau Olga war restauriert werden. Das Kraftgestell wurde neu eingefertigt, Innenstadt und Fahrgestell. Dann wieder zurück ins Feld. Vielen lieben Dank, dass Sie uns das Auto mitgebracht haben.
Next we have a glorious 1937 Maybach hearing in 1919 Wilhelm set up in car manufacturing with his son Karl, unveiling their first model 2 years later. In 1929, Maybach revealed the first production car with a V12 engine. The SW23 elevated company 2.5, 3.8 and 4.2 litre guys.
Gefertigt von der Rauchflug Jessica Werkstatt Spuren. Der erste Besitzer des Wagens war die Maschinenfabrik Essling GmbH. Doch nach der Währungsreform in Deutschland wurde der Maybach zunächst nach Seesen verkauft in Norddeutschland.
The needs of his discriminating clientele. These cars were fine, to be sure. One thing they often lacked, however, was style. That would change in 1927 when General Motors recruited Harley J. Earl to design the new LaSalle, which was intended to be a more affordable companion model to a higher-end Cadillac. Fisher, now owned by GM.
Die zwischen 26 und 28 Jahren wollte das Image von Rolls-Royce, das Chassis 17X, zu konstruieren. Dieses Chassis hatte Sir Henry selbst entwickelt und getestet. Jarvis wiederum.
The DB3 was Aston Martin's first serious effort at a sports racing car, and although later versions would be significantly more successful, it nevertheless achieved podium finishes and victories that highlighted the machine's potential.
5 mit dem Kennzeichen UP. Der DB3 ist Martins erster ganzer Sportwagen für die Rennstreckenkarriere, auch wenn spätere Versionen deutlich erfolgreicher waren, unterstrichen zahlreiche Podiumsplatzierungen und Siege das Potenzial dieses Fahrzeugs. Nur 5 Exemplare in Klassen erreichte. Bei der BMW 53 nahm der DB3 mit der Startnummer 612 teil. Sein größter
953 Giro di Sicilia, followed 2 weeks later by in Emilia, in which the car wore race number 514 at the helm was Cacciari alongside Bell to finish the race. Much of the driving during the actual event was done by John Fitch and Gerd himself.
Und jetzt kommen wir zur italienischen Renngeschichte at its best. 1953.
Decades before it made in 2010. And between 2017 and 19, the drop-down was treated to a no-expense restoration of well-known Rolls-Royce and Bentley specialist Clark & Carter in Essex. Despite its exquisite condition, the S1 is frequently used on classic car events by its owners, including the Tour of Bavaria this very week. Thank you very much to Jürgen Reinhold. Could we ask the owners of the cars in Packet 5? Packet 5, can you go to your cars immediately, please? We need to move Packet 5 on this way. So the owners of cars in Packet 5, could you go to your motor cars now, please? Allow the motor to rev to 6,000 RPM and 90 horsepower naturally aspirated forward. The car also features novel components such as alloy wheels, a hollow front axle for reduced 35A to still have its original body, original box, axles and engine.
Philipp, die 1925 gebauten Bugatti Typ 35. viele dieser Checker auf die Grenzstrecken waren zum Einsatz, so wie uns gegenseitig.
So now we have a 1937 BMW 328 Sport Cabriolet. First June 1937. This 328 was then sent to carrossery vendor.
Ziemlich gute Reise, vielen lieben Dank.
The ZF gearbox was installed. The original Hurt gearbox, which was fitted by the works rating team, was supplied by Valdo, the father of the Maratona. That transmission is kept in his cellar, fully renovated and protected. At the time, SS was the make of the car and Jaguar the model, but after World War II, SS Cars Limited was to become Jaguar Cars Limited. Not only did the SS100 see the first use of the lever bonnet ornament, and Lotec is a company that specialises in the development and tuning of automobiles. And then Lotec is derived from the combination of his founder's name, Kurt Schmidt, and the word technique, resulting in Lothar Schmidt. Lotec had formed for endurance racing cars, winning the German Race Car Championship DRN in 1993. Standard form, producing around 400 brake horsepower, but with the two Triple K horsepower. And enormous power is delivered through by
Ein wahres Einzelstück ist der Lotec Series, den wir hier das erste Mal auf den Begriff Tech für Technik. Lotec war erfolgreich in Landstrecken 94 und 95, aber die Flügeltüre ist der mittig montierte von Mercedes-Benz in 3,4 Sekunden von 0 auf 100, in 7,8 Sekunden auf 2.
Quarters by Stephen Kimmy Brower. At the midpoint of the 1964 racing season, Carroll Shelby found himself with a dilemma. In order to truly take the fight to Maranello, he needed a big block engine. AC Cars responded by building a new, stronger and more sophisticated chassis for the 427 cubic inch engine, only for Ford to abandon its racing support for the big block Cobra in order to focus on the GT40 program. This left AC a large inventory of 427 chassis, so it contracted with Fruer to craft a new Grand Tourer built on a lengthened version of the platform horsepower. And the 82 AC 428 Fruer was built over 7 years, including 29 convertibles. Customers could choose from left or right hand drive, and either a 4-speed manual or a 3-speed automatic gearbox. Now, in terms of handling prowess, the 275 GTB was a revolutionary leap forward for Ferrari. With the development help of racing ace Mike Parks, the model's suspension featured independent double wishbones at each corner, a first for a Maranello road car. It also featured Coney dampers and coil springs, while the brakes were Dunlop discs. Next we have the 1968 Lamborghini Miura S. Now, very few vehicles have revolutionised the automotive world as much as the Miura, with its centrally installed V12 engine and fascinating body. The two-seater from Lamborghini completely redefined the concept of the sports car. This was reflected not least in the fact that the Miura was the fastest automobile on the planet at the time of its market launch, with a top speed of 280 kilometers an hour and an acceleration from 0 to 100 in 6.7 seconds. It set new standards in the sports car sector. 1966 Geneva Motor Show, the Miura was an audacious leap forward. Thanks to the revolutionary design, including unmistakable, irresistible eyelashes, 475 examples of the Miura were produced. The Daytona, as this Tipo is commonly known, was produced between 1968 and 1973, with 1,284 Berlinettas built, of which only 156 were right-hand drive. Chassis number 14353 is a UK supplying car delivered by Maranello concessionaires on July 30, 1971 to a well-known collector, W.A. Cook, who owned it until his death in 1982. Originally ordered in red, the car was ultimately delivered in blue Chiaro Metallizzato with special order air conditioning, and the request to the exchange for the Daytona be moved to the new owned until 1999. It was then sold to Richard Young. Early servicing was performed by Maranello and then Ian Tyrrell, now well known for his YouTube channel. So we now have the 1973 Porsche 911 Carrera RS 2.7. Now this car, chassis number 1226, was delivered to the Italian official Porsche dealer in May 1973 and registered on June 18 in the name of its first owner, Trieste Massimo Corbella. According to Porsche Heritage Certificate, the 911 Carrera RS 2.7 was built to the specification of the class to Fiorenzo Boldrin of Padua, who used it for family trips to the Dolomites. Third owner Renzo Santelli bought the 911 in October 1996, registered in his hometown of Venice in February 1977. He kept it for 3 years before selling it to another.
Sorry?
As you can hear, this is the 1975 Lancia Stratos HS. Now, fraternity is always known for its plucky and daring ideas, so when the famous carrosserie ahead at Lancia was used to replace the Fulvia in motorsport, using the capital opening for a friend's Fulvia rally car, fraternity turned to Marcello Gandini to craft a sharply styled wedge called the Stratos Zero. The car was so low that fraternity was able to pass under the Lancia factory gates, which a huge round of applause from onlooking workers. Much of the tech behind the Enzo was drawn directly from the Italian team's hugely successful Formula One campaigns. It's all new 16 V12, 660 brake horsepower, has a vertiginous 8,200 seconds, and finally running out of revs at a lofty 218 miles per hour. This particular example was presented in 2002 Geneva Motor Show, showing the car to the world for the first time. So next we have the 1994 Bugatti EV110 America, brought to us by Progetto 33. The Bugatti EV110 was an absolute pioneer in the supercar class. Not only did it have a carbon fibre tube and frame, but in collaboration with the French company Aerospatiale, it was the first hypercar to employ permanent four-wheel drive, successfully deploying the 610 brake horsepower unleashed from its 3.5 litre 2013 when it was sold to Greg Fisky. Continuing with Concours.
Einmal sehen, war absolut Wegweisend für das Segment der Supersportwagen, was zum einen an der Zusammenarbeit für die Franzosen permanent für den Einheitsantrieb war. Der nur lange 5 Liter Quad-Turbo-artigen blauen Farbe 90er. Er beginnt die Bugatti, die trat weiterhin bei Konkursveranstaltungen auf.
And now we have the 1982 BMW Alpina B7S Turbo E24, brought to us by Alpina. The origins of the Alpina brand lie in the typewriter factory of Burkhard Bovensieben's father in Kaufbeuren. Burkhard Bovensiepen began developing a dual carburetor system for the newly released BMW 1500 in an adjacent barrier, resulting in a unique success story. In 1983, Alpina was recognised as an independent automobile manufacturer by the German Federal Motor Transport Authority, and the BMW Alpina B7S Turbo, which appeared a year earlier, is an outstanding example of this decision. Based on the BMW 635 CSI, it featured a profoundly modified engine to a signature colour of Alpina green metallic. The performance was impressive for the time. The standard BMW 635 CSI produced 218 brake horsepower and 310 Nm of torque, while the Alpina version delivered an impressive 300